Chapter 1. Introduction to Valkyrie Profile. Valkyrie Profile is a critically acclaimed role-playing game first released in the year 1999, developed by Triace and published by Enix, a company well known for its influential RPG titles. The game was primarily designed under the guidance of Yoshiharu Gotanda and produced by Motoi Sakuraba, who also composed the evocative soundtrack that enriches its deeply atmospheric storytelling. Valkyrie Profile stands out for its innovative blend of Norse mythology with a richly woven original narrative, complex character development, and a unique battle system. Set in a world where the realms of gods and humans coexist, the game invites players into a journey through the mythology-inspired land of Midgard and beyond, unfolding themes of fate, sacrifice, and redemption. The title is praised not only for its mechanical innovations, but also for its profound emotional depth, exploring human dreams and despair through the lens of divine intervention and mortal struggle. It established a legacy that has influenced many subsequent role-playing games, cementing its place as a timeless classic in the genre. Chapter 2. The World of Valkyrie Profile, Norse Myth, and Midgard. The world of Valkyrie Profile is steeped in the rich traditions of Norse mythology, yet it expands this ancient tapestry into a vivid, interconnected cosmology that invites deep exploration. At the center of this spiritual and physical landscape is the world tree, Yggdrasil, an immense and otherworldly tree whose roots and branches stretch across multiple planes of existence. These planes include Asgard, the shining realm of the gods ruled by Odin; Midgard, the mortal human world characterized by both beauty and hardship; and Helheim, the shadowy underworld where the dead reside. Each realm pulses with its own distinct energy and culture, yet remains bound by fate and cosmic law. Midgard itself is far more than a mere battlefield. It is a land where kings struggle for dominion, where common folk endure daily hardships, and where personal stories of love, loss, and resilience unfold against a backdrop of political turmoil and impending doom. The complexities of the human world are mirrored in the divine realms, where gods and Valkyries operate according to ancient edicts, but are not free from their own ambitions and doubts. The Valkyries, divine warrior maidens serving Odin, carry out the sacred and somber duty of selecting souls from fallen heroes on the battlefield to join the ranks of Valhalla's honored warriors. But this process is not simple or without consequence. It plays out amidst conflicting feelings, divine mandates, and personal struggles. The choices made by these celestial beings carry weight far beyond war, influencing the cosmic balance and the destiny of all worlds. This intertwined existence of gods, humans, and the dead reflects the game's broader exploration of themes such as destiny, morality, sacrifice, and the blurred boundaries between free will and predestination. Players are thus invited to navigate a world where myth and reality merge, and where every decision resonates across realms. Chapter 3. Introduction to Lenneth, the Valkyrie Protagonist. At the heart of Valkyrie Profile stands Lenneth Valkyrie, an embodiment of grace and power, whose existence is both celestial and deeply conflicted. Appointed by Odin himself, Lenneth bears the heavy responsibility of retrieving the souls of worthy warriors slain in battle, guiding them from Midgard to the halls of Valhalla, where they might prepare for the final conflict. Despite her divine origin and strict adherence to duty at the story's onset, Lenneth is portrayed as a figure shrouded in mystery, carrying burdens and memories not immediately apparent. Unlike typical depictions of Valkyries as detached agents of fate, Lenneth's character arc is marked by her gradual awakening to profound human emotions and doubts. Her mission requires her to delve intimately into the personal stories of the Einherjar, the fallen heroes she collects, revealing their vulnerabilities, regrets, and hopes. As Lenneth pieces together fragments from their lives, she confronts the impermanent nature of existence and the tangled threads of love, loyalty, and loss that define mortals. This journey does not only humanize the Einherjar, it mirrors Lenneth's own growing internal conflict. She struggles to reconcile her divine obligations with the emerging sense of individuality and longing that seeps through her celestial armor. The game emphasizes her evolving identity as a being caught between worlds, neither purely immortal nor fully mortal. Lenneth's story encompasses themes of memory, identity, and transformation, weaving her development into the broader narrative of fate and redemption. Her evolving perspective challenges the cosmic order she serves, offering players a compelling character study that is as emotional as it is epic. By following Lenneth, players traverse the boundaries between divinity and humanity, exploring the delicate balance of power, compassion, and free will. Chapter 4. The Role of Valkyries and the Gathering of Einherjar. In the intricate mythology woven by Valkyrie Profile, Valkyries are far more than mere messengers or servants. They are divine agents tasked with the sacred duty of selecting the most valiant souls from the battlefield. Charged by Odin, each Valkyrie wields the delicate power to judge valor and fate, determining which fallen warriors are worthy to join the ranks of the Einherjar, elite spiritual combatants destined to aid the gods during the cataclysmic events of Ragnarok. This solemn task is steeped in moral complexity. Each fallen soldier rescued carries a history rich with triumphs and tragedies, joys and anxieties, weaving a poignant reminder that beneath every heroic exterior lies a fully realized life, often overshadowed by pain and regret. As Lenneth pursues her duty, she encounters a wide variety of souls. Fierce warriors driven by honor, wounded rebels seeking redemption, nobles grappling with political intrigue, and commoners haunted by lost love. The game delves deeply into the backgrounds of these individuals, exposing the intricacies of their last moments and the ramifications of their selection. The process of gathering the Einherjar is both a narrative and gameplay core, allowing players to explore diverse human experiences and witness how these stories intertwine with greater cosmic themes. This collection reveals that the act of summoning is not a cold, mechanical ritual. It is a deeply humanizing journey that recognizes the complexity of emotions, choices, and the costs of war. Furthermore, the selective nature of the Valkyries' mission raises questions about justice and mercy in a universe governed by destiny. The Einherjar must continually train and prove their worth, not simply for personal salvation, but so they can uphold the fragile balance between creation and destruction. The game's approach transforms the gathering of the dead from a mere plot device into a meditation on honor, morality, and the fragile web binding gods to men. Chapter 5. Claudia and the Human World, a parallel story. Alongside Lenneth's divine quest, Valkyrie Profile reveals another narrative thread grounded firmly in the mortal realm, that of Claudia, a young girl growing up in the village of Midgard. Her story provides a deeply human counterpoint, drawing players into a world marked by fragility and hope, far removed from the celestial battles of the gods. Claudia's early life is marred by sorrow and hardship. Having lost her mother at a young age, she is raised under the care of a guardian whose motives and emotions are complex. Her journey is punctuated by moments of intimate family dynamics, friendship, and personal discovery. As strange supernatural phenomena begin to touch her world, visions, spirits, and echoes of events beyond mortal understanding, Claudia finds herself grappling with memories and feelings that unsettle her sense of reality. Her narrative arc slowly converges with Lenneth's divine mission, revealing that Claudia's existence is not random, but innately linked to the mythic order. Through Claudia, the game explores themes of identity, lost and regained, the enduring power of love across realms, and the quiet bravery of human resilience. This dual storyline enriches the emotional texture of Valkyrie Profile, illuminating the human costs of divine wars and the echoes of celestial events in everyday life. Claudia embodies the vulnerability and strength of mortality, reminding players that the fate of gods is inextricably bound to the lives of the common folk. Her story invites reflection on memory's role in shaping identity and the possibility of transcendence through courage and acceptance. Chapter 6. The Fate of the Einherjar. Individual Stories and Their Impact. Every Einherjar summoned by Lenneth carries a deeply personal story, mirroring the diverse range of human experience and emotion in Valkyrie Profile's universe. These warriors are not simply avatars of battle prowess, but fully realized individuals whose lives spanned joy, sorrow, ambition, and tragedy. Their tales unfold against a backdrop inspired by medieval Europe and Norse mythos, encompassing kingdoms ravaged by war, intricate social hierarchies, and profound spiritual quests. Some Einherjar are nobles who faced political betrayals or grievous losses. Others are common soldiers who embraced valor despite overwhelming odds. Many wrestle with the burdens of guilt over past deeds or dreams left unfulfilled. These narratives delve into themes of honor, resilience, and the search for redemption beyond the mortal coil. Lenneth's interactions with each Einherjar provide players with insights into the nuances of choice and consequence. She listens, reflects, and sometimes intervenes, recognizing that even in death, these souls carry their humanity with them. Each hero's story enriches the overarching plot, emphasizing that the battle for the gods centers not only on physical force, but on the moral and emotional legacies left behind. Strategically, the unique skills and experiences of the Einherjar influence the unfolding battles, making their individual backgrounds crucial to gameplay. Their recruitment thus serves a dual purpose: narratively to explore depth and diversity, and mechanically to empower players in confrontations. Ultimately, the intertwined fates of these souls demonstrate the enduring impact one life can have on something greater, reflecting the game's meditation on mortality, legacy, and the meaning of true heroism. Chapter 7. The Ascendance to Valhalla and Preparation for Ragnarok. The journey of the Einherjar does not end with their selection. Rather, their ascent to Valhalla marks the beginning of a new, rigorous phase. Valhalla is portrayed as a sprawling, magnificent fortress city located high above the mortal realms, imbued with radiant light and steeped in divine majesty. It serves both as a sanctuary and a training ground for the souls brought together under Odin's command. In Valhalla, these chosen warriors are drilled tirelessly, mastering their combat skills and preparing spiritually for Ragnarok, the apocalyptic battle prophesied to reshape the cosmos. This realm is a place of honor, celebration, and ceaseless discipline. The halls resonate with the echoes of past conflicts, victories, and the eternal camaraderie forged in shared purpose. Warriors feast in grand chambers, participate in mock battles, and receive guidance from the Valkyries, who strive to forge them into a cohesive force capable of standing against the chaos that threatens all realms. Yet, beneath this glorious exterior looms a profound tension. The inevitability of Ragnarok casts a shadow over Valhalla, raising questions about the cost of constant readiness and the true nature of the cycle of destruction and rebirth. The Einherjar cannot escape their fate, nor can the gods who command them. This tension permeates the narrative, urging contemplation about the limits of duty and whether patterns of violence can ever truly be broken. Valkyrie Profile presents Valhalla not simply as a haven, but as an emblem of eternal struggle, a crucible where loyalty, courage, and the human spirit are tested endlessly. It is both the pinnacle of honor and a symbol of the tragic necessity driving gods and mortals alike toward uncertain destiny. Chapter 8. The Enigmatic Role of Odin and the Divine Council. Odin, the All-Father, holds a central and enigmatic presence in Valkyrie Profile's mythology. He is depicted as the guiding force behind the celestial order, commanding both reverence and caution from gods and mortals alike. His overarching goal is to secure the survival of the cosmos through the preparation for Ragnarok, making decisions characterized by a blend of wisdom, pragmatism, and a cold resolve that often hints at sacrifices greater than might initially be comprehended. Within the Divine Council, Odin is surrounded by fellow gods and Valkyries who each harbor their own perspectives on destiny, justice, and the treatment of human souls. These divine beings puzzle over the balance between cosmic order and moral righteousness. While Odin views his actions as essential to universal harmony, his council is not without dissent, reflecting tensions that reveal deeper philosophical conflicts about fate's rigidity and the autonomy of sentient beings. Odin's interactions with Lenneth and the Einherjar are layered, at once tasks of command, manipulation, and a terse form of guardianship. His decisions drive much of the narrative's poignant dilemmas, propelling questions about loyalty, the costs of obedience, and the price of survival. Despite his power, Odin is portrayed as a tragic figure entangled in an unending cycle of creation and destruction from which few can escape. This divine interplay enriches Valkyrie Profile's story with a rich texture of mythic intrigue and introspection. It invites players to consider the nature of leadership, sacrifice, and the sometimes painful balance between destiny and mercy. Chapter 9. Lenneth's Quest for Identity and Lost Memories. As Lenneth carries out her divine mission, a parallel internal journey unfolds. One marked by the haunting emergence of forgotten memories and a growing doubt about her true nature. These flashes of lost past moments disrupt her formerly unshakable loyalty to fate and the gods, stirring profound questions about what it means to be truly alive. As players progress, it becomes clear that Lenneth was once a mortal woman who underwent a transformation, rising into her role as a Valkyrie through circumstance and sacrifice. This revelation is a pivotal moment, casting previous events into new light and underscoring the complex relationship between mortality and divinity in the game's narrative. Her fractured memories reveal a past filled with deep human connections, love, loss, and tragic decisions that resonate strongly with the stories of the Einherjar she guides. Lenneth's awakening is not without consequence. It challenges the established order, conflicts with the dictates of Odin, and threatens to unravel the accepted narrative of destiny she once accepted without question. It propels her toward choices guided by empathy rather than mere duty, illuminating themes of free will, identity, and self-realization. This personal quest enriches Valkyrie Profile's mythos by illustrating the mutable nature of memory and the capacity for transformation, even amid immortal roles. Lenneth becomes a symbol of hope and tragic beauty, a bridge between the mortal and divine, whose story embodies sacrifice, love, and the search for meaning beyond fate's chains. Chapter 10. The Duality of Claudia and Lenneth, Connected Souls. A profound narrative revelation in Valkyrie Profile is the intimate connection between the mortal Claudia and the divine Lenneth, which transcends the boundaries of life, death, and identity. This duality is deeply symbolic, embodying the tension between human vulnerability and divine duty, fragmentation and wholeness. Claudia's earthly struggles echo the lost memories and emotions coursing through Lenneth's Valkyrie existence, revealing that they share not just a link, but aspects of the same soul. This intertwined fate elevates their stories from parallel narrative strands to a unified exploration of what it means to be both human and immortal. Claudia's experiences in Midgard, her pain, love, and search for belonging, provide tender context for Lenneth's celestial mission, infusing it with urgency and emotional resonance. Simultaneously, Lenneth's role as Valkyrie offers Claudia's mortal life a transcendent significance that bridges realms. Together, they illustrate the cycle of rebirth, the persistence of memory across lifetimes, and the possibility of redemption. This layered storytelling enriches Valkyrie Profile's exploration of identity, memory, and selfhood, raising poignant questions about the soul's journey beyond conventional boundaries. The duality between Claudia and Lenneth invites players to reflect on the deeper meanings of existence, the interplay of fate and choice, and the bonds that unite all beings. It deepens the game's thematic fabric and creates a memorable emotional core that elevates the narrative to a meditation on love, loss, and transcendence. Chapter 11. The Consequences of Ragnarok and the Final Battle. Ragnarok. The apocalyptic battle foretold in Norse mythology serves as the pivotal event in Valkyrie Profile. The story moves steadily toward this inevitable conflict between gods, giants, and the forces of fate itself. Yet, Valkyrie Profile presents Ragnarok not merely as a grand spectacle of destruction, but as a deeply personal and spiritual journey for its characters. At the heart of the narrative lies the anticipation of massive battles, but also the profound choices that shape the fate of key souls, Lenneth, Claudia, and the Einherjar warriors they gather. As the prophesied end draws closer, the story explores the tension between destiny and free will, showing how individual decisions can influence the course of events otherwise believed to be set in stone. In this unfolding conflict, the game reveals the true cost of immortality and the search for meaning within a volatile and chaotic world. Each character's struggle forces them to confront their desires, regrets, and hopes, weaving a tale that goes beyond simple good versus evil. The resolution at Ragnarok highlights themes of sacrifice, love, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. Even amid the devastation of divine calamity, the story offers a message of renewal and the possibility that fate can be shaped by courage and compassion. In this way, Valkyrie Profile transforms the mythic end of the world into a meditation on life, choice, and the bonds that connect us all. Chapter 12. Conclusion. Legacy and Themes of Valkyrie Profile. Valkyrie Profile remains a profound and memorable journey through the realms of gods and mortals, blending mythological grandeur with intimate human stories. Its legacy lies in the way it challenges players to consider the meanings of fate, duty, and compassion in a world where every soul carries a story. The game's innovative design, evocative soundtrack, and rich characterization have earned it a revered place in RPG history. Beyond the battles and quests, the narrative invites reflection on the complexities of identity, memory, and sacrifice. Players are left with a sense of closure that honors both the heroic and fragile aspects of existence, affirming the power of choice against the inevitability of destiny. Valkyrie Profile is not just a tale of war between gods, but a timeless meditation on the human condition, where even in the shadow of apocalypse, the light of hope endures.